Hey folks, how's it going? So I'm working on something a bit different today. I'm actually making a piece of terrain. Now I've made just a couple of pieces of terrain in the past, but they were just like little shelter sort of things. I've never made a full building. So this piece, the idea of it is just to be like a tester piece, I guess. I want to try and try out whole bunch of different techniques on this thing, but still, work towards making a finished piece as a result. So what I've done, I've been using this styrene stuff. It's this signboard from that coffee shops use for their prices and stuff. It's like a kind of soft plastic, like a recycled plastic styrene type material. It cuts really easily with just a knife and carves up quite nice, and you can get texture in it and all that sort of stuff. So that's why I'm using it, and it's free. It just comes from a coffee shop down in town. The base is made out of that. Just cut these general shapes. I wanted to keep the overall shape of the house quite simple, so I've just got this main area, the main part of the house with just this little bit coming out the side. Mainly just so I can focus on the actual techniques of the aesthetics of it. So that's the general shape of it. And on the walls here, what I've started doing, I wanted to try brickwork, I wanted to try wood, and I also wanted to try like a plaster style. I can't remember what the hell's that called? The textured outsides of buildings. I can't remember what it's called. And also just chance for frames, door frames, and all that sort of thing. So I've started out by cutting little bricks out of the styrene and just putting all those on. And what I'm actually going to do is, I've started doing it over here, fill the gaps in with glue, just to give a bit of variation. I could have just used a full panel of the styrene stuff and carved little brick shapes in, which probably would have taken less time, but it wouldn't give me this varied kind of effect, I don't think, as well. Different sizes of bricks and stuff, and then yeah, it just gives me a chance to try and get a bit more control over the level of detail that's in it, I guess. And then the next section up here is just coffee stir sticks. Again, you can buy these in just huge batches, the little coffee stir stick things. So I just cut the lengths of those and then overlap them slightly just to get a bit of variation in texture, so this just wasn't all completely flat. I want to try and get a bit of depth going on here. So just laid those squint over each other, like so they're overlapping slightly on the bottom there. These go all the way around here for now. Similarly with the bricks. And then this level, so this area here and this end area too, and the one on the other side. Just wanted to try like this plaster sort of effect on it. So I've just taken, again, just instant grab adhesive sort of stuff that I was using to glue the rest of the stuff on, and just kind of textured it up on there to make it look like some kind of plaster work. And then I've got these wooden beams going on in the top of the roof, and then what else have I got going on here? The doorway and these frame sort of pieces, again just that styrene stuff, cutting the shapes and then just kind of scribed in with I think it was just the tip of a mechanical pencil or something. Just scratched it in there to give it like a wood grain type effect. The door is not currently attached. I'm just doing, again, it's a frame of that styrene stuff with coffee stir sticks stuck in between in the gaps here, and then I'm going around with green stuff to give it like a metal banding sort of effect. So this will be wood and then there'll be metal banding where you see this pencil line drawn. I've started doing it just around the edges there, and then obviously I need to chuck a door handle or whatever on it. I've also gone ahead and cut out these sort of shapes. I'm going to texture these to look like wood grain, but the idea is that obviously this will have a roof on it. I'm going to make that with just thinner styrene, and then put like tiles on it, like shingles, cut a load of little tiles out of card and stick all those on. But the roof is actually going to come out a little bit from the side of this, probably, I don't know, an inch or so, half an inch maybe, and then it's going to have this kind of end cap detail, just because it'll add, hopefully add another layer of depth in there and give it a bit more visual interest. It's kind of like the you see on the rooftops of like fantasy style houses, So that's the idea with that. And then I've got smaller ones here. I'm going to have like you can see I've left a space in here which this piece is going to fit into. And I'm leaving this separate so I can paint it easier. That's my thinking anyway. And then I've actually started this little I guess like doorstep sort of area. I'm just carving in texture to make it look like slabs around the side, and then I'll have like a cobblestone sort of design going on in there. But this will fit into there. I've started cutting these posts, and then the idea is that this will be a little kind of I don't know what you'd call it, a little shelter sort of thing, a veranda, whatever. Just a little shelter on the front door. So this will actually stick out further than this section will here up on the roof. So there'll be another kind of layer of detail, and then hopefully that'll tie in the roof. I'll do little kind of shingles on this roof as well when it's all done, and then have some kind of some kind of fence either side of here, maybe just like metal posts or something. I'm not sure. We'll figure that out when we come to it. Around this side, I've just done the similar sort of style with the, as with the front here. Similar sort of style, just obviously on a smaller scale. And I think, yes, I've cut another one of these, obviously, to go on the side here. And then down here I've left like what's going to be a little basement window. That was the first piece I did to try out a wood grain texture. I used a ballpoint pen, obviously, which wasn't the best because you got all this mess on it, but you can use pretty much anything. It was just, again, it was a test to see how this material works with different things described in it. The detail isn't as controlled with a ballpoint pen as it is with the tip of a mechanical pencil, so that's something for me to note, I guess. But yeah, the roof cap thing is just a smaller version of the one on the front. And then, what was I saying? Yeah, sorry, this is going to be a little basement window. I'm going to put a few little bars maybe down there. The idea is to put panes of glass. I'll actually cut out from, I think I'll cut out from a CD case or something, cut the plastic out, and then do metal banding work on the windows in here too. So that's going on this side. Round this side will be, I think I'll have like a chimney stack sort of thing, maybe sitting out from the wall a bit and then kind of going up the length of the house here. Round this side, oh, I've lost a brick. I didn't even notice that. Oh, it's sitting here. I've lost a brick. So there you see a brick that will be going back in there. Obviously didn't glue that on well enough. This side I'm not entirely sure what to do. I'll put another window in here, but I've kind of, just to break this up a bit so this just wasn't one huge long band of bricks, I want to do kind of something slightly different here. Again, not sure what I'm going to put in here. I was thinking of maybe having like a window box or something with like plants in it, or a little I don't know, coal shelter here or something like that maybe. It's maybe an idea. But yeah, just a whole bunch of stuff still to do on this thing. I've just kind of been packing in as many, as I say, trying as many techniques as I can because I'm just kind of learning. So figuring out what works, what doesn't. Trying out different wall styles and stuff. The hope is that with the finishing and stuff I'm going to do on this, this will all tie together because I know it looks like quite a lot of different styles going on, but I'm hoping that when it's done it'll all kind of tie in nicely, colour wise and all that sort of thing too. Anyway, I've rambled on about this, but I think that's the most exciting part of making things for me, is the working progress of it, just because this is the stage where you figure out what works, what doesn't, how things look together, how to make things look a certain way. Your whole kind of, the work, it all happens here. It's nice to show finished pieces and stuff, and then talk about them, but it's kind of cool to talk about things while they're still fresh, while you're going through it, I think, because as I say, it's nice to have finished pieces on a shelf, but the working process and figuring things out and overcoming challenges and stuff, that's the interesting part for me. So hopefully I can share some of that with you guys through these videos. And until the next one, whichever one of the many projects I have ongoing at the moment that may be, cheers for watching, and I will catch you all later. Goodbye.